In this video, we'll talk about the good and the bad about this copy, and at the end of this video, I'll give you 5 ways this could be improved and give it a note out of 10. Welcome, I'm Cher, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing the copy from NYC Pain MD. So, the copy is divided into color squares that specifically appeal to one strategy used by the copywriter to compel the prospect to act at the end of the copy. First, we have the red, the hook. Read this if you want your knees, shoulders, or hips to feel better and move better without surgery. This is a good hook because if you are someone who wants to get rid of your knee pain, shoulder pain, or if you have hip pains, this might grab your attention in order for you to read more. Because at the end of the day, the hook is only about grabbing your attention, right? Okay, it's time to go to the blue. Here, everything is curiosity based because it's a development of the hook. Everything around here is about validating the idea that knee pain isn't easy to fix first, and that you can fix it using the information we're about to give you in this copy. So it's about fixing you and intriguing you enough so that you can keep reading. That's the whole point of the blue area right here. Next, we have the green area. The green area is about building up authority. It's about building your social proof and emphasizing the desires in your prospect's mind. So let's first talk about the authority right here. The authority is about when they say that the pain center has treated countless knee pain sufferers and in that time have been able to constantly improve, and we have come up with a treatment formula that we have found works best and has the most patients. Right here, they're showing that they have gone through a lot. And the cool stuff with this copy is that they've been pondering that idea that they've gone through a lot in order for them to debunk and find this treatment right here. And they want you to believe that. They want you to understand that principle, right? So the social proof is about when they say it's amazing when patients who were once in excruciating pain start feeling better and start walking again and playing golf or tennis and finally getting their lives back. Right here, what they've done is that they've really tied their social proof to the desires of the prospect, because if you are having knee pain and any sort of pain, you know that one of your biggest desires is to get rid of that pain. The orange square is about introducing the treatment formula. So here, the only thing they are doing here is to introduce their way, the unique mechanism NYC Pain MD is using to get you rid of your pain, right? So it's straight to the point. And next we have the purple square. The purple square is a list of the non-surgical systems that you can benefit from when you go in NYC Pain MD, right? So here they've made a list. They've made a list of the different systems that you can have, right? And they've tried to explain it a little bit, right? And next we have the black square. In the black square, what they have tried to do is that they have their main objection here. They have tried to answer the main objection, which is around this idea that this doesn't work because some people felt pain after using injection, right? So they've done a good job right here by debunking that idea, explaining exactly why those people have felt pain and the unique mechanism, which is a custom treatment plan, right? So next is the light purple square. Here they're doing a great job again by building more authority through showing the hardship they went through. The final square is the gray square, where they're talking about their offer, right, and giving you the call to action. So the offer being a no-cost screening, which is the first step in the treatment formula, right? So that's the first part. Now, is it the biggest copy of all time? Certainly not, right? And we're gonna dive into that right now, because there's a lot of good stuff, but there's a lot of bad stuff, to be honest. Here I'm not trying to bash the copywriter right here. I'm just talking from a copywriter standpoint. So let's start with the good points. The thing that I like the most was the image right here. The image they choose, it's really grabbing the attention, right? And the subtitle is really doing a good job by introducing also the formula. Even if you didn't read all the copy, you know that what they're showing you, the copy is all about the formula, a new advanced medical treatment, right? So that's one thing that I really liked. Another thing is the hook. I really like the hook. The words missing here, because it's right. It's straight to the point, and you really know exactly. They're trying to grab your attention, right? It's attention grabbing, and also it's saying exactly for people who are trying to do surgery in order to get rid of the knee or the shoulder or hip pain, that they can do it without having to go through all those stuff, right? And it's really interesting to do. Another thing is the explanation of the patient selection, which is the first and most important part of the formula, which is also the call to action. So they've introduced the patient selection and are giving it away. The thing that I disliked was that there's a lack of smoothness into the some points. Like, let's say some example would be, let me give you an example. An example would be the light purple part, the connection between the light purple part and the alpha part, the gray part. One simple trick right here would be to say, to go next to the next line and just say, so here's what you should do next. Because that way you will be able to link those two paragraphs without having to break it. Another thing that I disliked was the call to action. To me, it is not clear. It is really not clear to me, because yes, you know that you will say you have to call this number and take the first step, right? Yes, people know that, but it is not interesting enough. It's not, I don't know, it's not juicy enough. And the last thing that I dislike is that the patient selection. Again, I don't know if that was what they wanted to do, but it sounded like building up scarcity, because right here, what it say is that before you even know if you can get rid of that pain with our treatment formula, you gotta go through a process, and you haven't built up enough authority yet, right? So this a great way to do it would be to just take this part right here and bring it right behind below the light purple part. That way it will be a great introduction to your call to action, which is your CTA, right? And from there you'll be able to just smoothen out everything. So here's what I would do differently, or what I would add in order for it to be smooth. What I would do is that I would make the hook more direct and emotional grabbing. Like, you know that a surgery comes with a lot of cons, right? So what I would do is that in the hook, I will go a little bit deeper with something like, read this if you are thinking about going through the excruciating pain of surgery to get rid of knee, shoulder, or hip pain. Just punch them in the gut because they have to feel it, right? So the second thing I would do is that I would talk more about the cons of surgery, what it's like to have a surgery, and why it's better to go with the better solution, which is the one we're giving you, i.e. the treatment formula. The next thing I would add a lot of testimonials, because you're trying to build proof, you're trying to build the social proof, you're trying to build your authority, and the people may not believe you when you say things, but they will believe people that have gone through the exact same stuff they are going through. That's the whole point of adding testimonials, right, on your copy. The other thing I would add is that I would explain the core system of the formula, right? Right here in the copy, they've made a list talking about the viscous supplementation and platelet-rich plasma and all those stuff, but they haven't explained. You don't have to go through the technical stuff, but you may be a little bit explicit by explaining the little nuances and giving analogies, right? For people to make a mental image of what they could get, because you want people to think about what they could get, to have an image. And the last thing, the fifth step would be that I would debunk a lot more objections and speak more to their desires. So that's my review for the NYC Pain MD copy right here. And to be honest, I think it's average. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10 note right here. And they can do a lot better, to be honest. They can do a lot better.